want you to call Jessica Griffin and tell her that we want to cut a deal. Your trial is over before it started, Marshall. I'm going to plead guilty.
No deals, Barbara.
Whose life is this? You work for me. You get paid whether I win or lose. And if I say cut a deal, you damn well better cut a deal.
That just wouldn't be prudent at this juncture.
You still haven't told me what those letters are doing from James in your briefcase. What was the plan? Anyway, woo me with thoughts of freedom and then hang me out to dry at the trial?
I've admitted that, yes, I have received correspondence from James, but am I in league with the man? No. Who got you out of jail? Me. Who's fighting to make sure your life doesn't become a series of monthly visits from your son? I'm going to make you a free woman.
That is a twisted fairy tale. James is a master at those.
Forget about James. I asked you if you were willing to do whatever it took to regain your freedom. You said yes.
Reluctantly.
That's like being a little bit pregnant, I'm afraid. Maybe what I should have asked is if you believe you're guilty. Maybe you're fighting me because you want to be punished, Barbara.
If you do, I could arrange it. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing.
They actually call that eavesdropping. Conversations with a client are privileged.
Then find a place that's private. Barbara, is there something you want to tell me? Would you like to make some arrangement with the state?
No deals.
Are you sure, Barbara? Because once there's blood in the water, I won't feel as generous.
She's sure.
Before we begin, I need to see the two of you in my chambers, please.
Shake that off, all right? She's only trying to scare you.
It worked.
Take a deep breath. I'll go to work on the judge. Maybe we can get a postponement.
Every dog has its day, Barbara.
And today is yours. What say you people? Barbara Ryan stands accused of being a witch, a betrayer, a deceiver. How do you plead, Barbara?
Guilty.
Jack, no!
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Josh!
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
Josh!
Guilty. 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 Charged. Guilty. Guilty.
This is a court of law! I have the right to be heard!
Guilty. Murder! It almost worked once. Let's finish the job.
Murder at the stake!
There was something I could do, Barbara.
Well, darling, it does look like we have a rendezvous in hell.
Barbara, are you all right?
You monster. Everything you've done has been meant to destroy me. You told me to sell BRO. You won't cut a deal. And I know that you're working with James. And he set you here to set me up.
Save the dramatic outburst for the judge. Just know that you might have to spend some quality time in a psych ward as a condition of your release.
Psych ward?
A psychiatric evaluation will be mandatory, but you can handle it.
I am not paranoid. I know James Stenbeck, and I know his tactics. Engineering a lawyer to magically appear in my time of need to win my freedom for me.
I'd call that lucky. My schedule was free at the time.
Oh, don't you play me for a fool. You work for me, and you won't cut a deal? You have a client willing to plead, and you're barreling on?
I want the chance to win your acquittal. No one owns me, Barbara. Besides, we weren't offered a deal.
Jessica just said that...
Just because you want one doesn't make it likely. We don't need a deal anyway. I will win. In order to do that, I'd appreciate it if you stop the hysterics and work with me.
I don't like your tactics. And when I get on that stand, I'm not sure what I'm going to say.
I'm not putting you on the stand.
I'm not going to be able to defend myself?
That's what I'm here to do.
I have to testify. I have to get up there and tell my own story.
Let me handle that, okay? To be blunt, Barbara, you're not a very sympathetic witness. You're a polished, privileged woman whose problems, however severe, don't translate to a jury. They're going to have a hard time liking you.
And I'm having a hard time liking you. You work for me, and I am in charge.
I'm only going to say this once. Be quiet and do as you're told. Unless you want me to point you toward the public defender's office, let some fool fresh out of law school plead you down to life imprisonment. You can't take the stand. Make peace with that and let me do my job.
Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the end of a quest for three women seeking justice. Three women who were going about their lives rich with promise. They had love, they had families, they had bright futures. Life was good for all of them. Until something happened. Something truly depraved that they never saw coming. One by one, these women were ripped from their lives, kidnapped, and held captive, used as guinea pigs by a madman. Now, this is going to sound unbelievable to you. Certainly, things like this don't happen in the real world, but this did happen. These women were experimented on. Two of them were intentionally disfigured. Now, they're friends now. But they weren't friends at the time of their abduction. As a matter of fact, they had absolutely nothing in common, except for one thing. The defendant, Barbara Ryan, hated them all. And that hatred was enough to almost cost them their lives.
It's true. It's all true. Three women were drugged, kidnapped, and used in an unauthorized medical experiment. What happened was criminal. It's shocking. But the simple truth is, my client had nothing to do with it. The victims deserve justice. If I were prosecuting, I'd try to win a verdict for them, but that's not my task. All I can do is illuminate the truth where Barbara Ryan is concerned. She's a mother. She has loved ones in her life. She's as horrified as you will be to hear what happened to these three people. And that brings us to the fourth victim. This victim also suffered abuse. She suffered neglect and betrayal by friends and family who purportedly loved and cared for her. That fourth victim was Barbara Ryan, the woman sitting before you. She, like the others, is hoping to claim some sort of justice today because she's just as innocent as Rose D'Angelo, Carly Tenney, and Emily Stewart. Was Barbara Ryan angry at these three women? Yes. Now, was she responsible for their kidnapping and imprisonment? No. I'm certainly glad not to be in the DA's shoes because she has the burden of proof on her, and she has no proof. You see, Barbara Ryan was deceived. Displaced in her own home, excommunicated from her family, forbidden to see her own child. She was ignored and neglected by people she thought were her friends as she single-handedly fought off a dependency on painkillers after her horrible accident last year. She was accused, harassed by the police and the media, and ultimately kicked to the curb like she was garbage. James Stenbeck was the mastermind of this entire affair. After escaping twice from police custody, he's nowhere to be found. Even the doctor who performed the sick experiments on at least two of the women cut a deal with the federal government before charges were brought against him. All of which leaves my client, who had nothing to do with what happened to these women or their faces, left holding the bag. She's the scapegoat, and that's why I'm here to defend her. You see, some time ago, this would have been so much easier. You simply took the accused to the town square, buried them up to their waist so they couldn't run away, gagged them so they couldn't speak, threw a sheet over their head, and stoned them to death. Now's your chance, people. You have your stones. Cast them. It's what you wanted to do to Barbara all along, isn't it?